really has been quite an eventful start to the year, hasn't it? National key points catching fire, Minister Lindiwe Sisulu criticising the Constitution, and that backwards and forwards, and we're not even through the first few weeks of the year. So you can only imagine then what the rest of the year has in store for us. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. It always ends badly for me. A comedian, or at least he thinks he's funny, political analyst, Chester missing, to talk about what is happening in the country. And Chester, and I've done this before where I've asked very elaborate questions. I've used big words, and it's obviously confused you. So today, I want to play a word game with you before I talk to the boss. I'm going to throw 3 names at you, and I want you to tell me what's happening. The first one, Lindiwe Sisulu.
I think we need to start with how excited I am that you still have a job, Gareth.
Not as excited as me.
Goodness, hey, they'll let anyone work there. They'll let anyone work there at eNCA. Absolutely anyone. Hey, you. Do you know anything about journalism? No. Well, come inside.
Come on
What's
in.
your name? Gareth Edwards. Thanks, Gareth. No, but thanks, Gareth. Thanks for Lindiwe Sisulu. I mean, my goodness, Gareth. Hey, every time a South African politician wants to get elected, they suddenly start telling us how much they care about poor black people. Like they're like those men who suddenly turn into feminists when they're horny. Oh, I believe in women's rights. Can we have sex now? It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, Lindiwe Sisulu has been in Parliament for 27 years, since boys to men were still a thing. I mean, and suddenly her moral conscience kicked in. I mean, her revolution, it has taken as long as Nelson Mandela was in jail to kick into action. I mean, this is the same person who went to support Tony Ngeni after he was bribed by actual Germans. I mean, how do you be against white supremacy and on the same team as the Germans? That's like fighting diabetes with Oros. And I mean Oros the drink, not Oros the old guy who's in charge of the youth league.
I thought you were going to go there. That's where I thought you were going. Now, obviously, I wouldn't expect you to be able to read even part 1 of the Zondo Commission report. There's too many big words for you.
Yep.
It's quite a big book.
And
But,
Gareth, I hate to break this to you, but my eyes don't work.
They don't work? Thank heavens. Have you seen your boss? You wouldn't work for him
Gareth.
anymore. You wouldn't work for him anymore if you saw what your boss looks like.
Burn! Burn!
Zondo report. There's your next words.
Jan Rupert. I'm out!
There's your next words. Zondo
sorry.
reports. What you got? Zondo reports.
Zondo, I mean, come on, man. That's how much the ANC stole. How much they stole is an entire book. And not only there's a sequel. It's not Die Hard, it's Steal Hard. It's ridiculous. Now, Uncle Gweezy Montashe wants to say state capture just some mistakes the ANC made. Like someone left the Wi-Fi password on, and next thing Eskom was stolen. No, it's ridiculous. Saying the ANC made some mistakes is like saying the Titanic hit an ice cube, or that Nkandla's a bungalow. And I think my biggest disappointment, to be honest, is Mzwanele Mani, who's out pretending he's not a puppet, Gareth, and you as an eNCA puppet and me as a Cape Town puppet know that he's our hero. He got a whole TV station. I mean, he's the Takalani Sesame on steroids. No, I'm very angry with him.
I think the irony of your comment about keeping the lights on doesn't work anymore in South Africa. None of the lights stay on. All right, Chester, I'm done with you here. Can we just talk to the boss for a moment? Because I know there's a show coming up.
Chester. No, help. No, what the boss?
No, wait,
help.
Chester. This is the
help.
problem.
Where's Jeremy
This is
Maggs,
the problem.
Mark Rose, help.
Jeremy Maggs can't even
Hello,
help
Gareth.
you. Apologies, mate. I don't know why I want to speak to him first before I speak to you. So here's the boss, Conrad Koch. Hello, Conrad. It's fine. Keep smacking him.
Not my boss. He rides on my
Go
career.
away. Go. Thank you, Conrad. You can't control him. He needs like an audio engineer to go away. Okay, so new show. I don't know why you keep doing this to yourself. I'm sure you're funnier than he is, all on your own and much better looking. I don't know why you just don't go out on your own. What's the new show?
No, he's got the fan base, Gareth. You have to understand. Everybody loves Chester, so I've got to follow him around. And in this time, it's quite fun because there's so much to talk about. Looting, Macro's going to have to change his name to Take a Lot. There's so much craziness that's gone on that it's actually a really fun environment to do comedy in, and people want to de-stress. So it's great to be out doing live shows, of course, again, because we were locked away for so long. So now this show is called Rama Puppet, of course. Such a fun name because of our environment. And I've just been touring it around South Africa. It's coming to Theatre on the Bay from the 8th to 12th of February, and then in Joburg from the 16th to the 20th of February at Monte Casino. All the tickets can be booked at CompuTicket. And it's not just politics. You don't have to know politics. It's just fun South African stuff. I've got my Afrikaans teacher, new puppets is my Afrikaans teacher from high school, who comes out at the end of the show and explains all the jokes again because he's very annoyed that nobody understood the jokes. It's just a ton of fun. Whole family can come, PG-13.
And luckily Chester won't understand what he's saying because he can an Afrikaans praat. So Chester, ken nie idee wat aangaan nie. Thank you, Chester. That's enough from you for the moment. Is he going to start behaving at any point in the year as well, or is he just getting worse? Is the old age making him grumpier and grumpier?
I think it is. As we'll see, he's, now that COVID has happened, everything latex is a PPE. So he's just found out that he's a PPE, and he's really upset about that, I think.
He's upset about the PPE. Why is he upset? He hasn't got a mask on.
COVID. He is because he is a PPE. He is a PPE. He's made out of latex. So the problem is his job now is being a PPE, not being a puppet. That's his only real use in a pandemic. So he's a bit grumpy about that. But, he's been in lockdown for years because he lives in a suitcase. But anyone who worked at ANN7 would be able to explain what that's like. So, but at the other side is we've got these really fun other characters that I'm bringing along. It's not just Chester. Like, I've got a party animal ostrich who thinks that boxed wine makes you kiss your cousin, which is why it's called Four Cousins. And, they're kind of like just fun, silly material that just gets us laughing about how, Gareth, because you've been doing this for the years, it's stressful the last 2 years. Very stressful. And we really need a release.
Conrad, all the best to you, and I think condolences for having to put up with him again for the rest of the year. Frankly, I would have left him in lockdown. I would have left him in quarantine if I had my way. This is why I don't invite you to Joburg.
I'm getting EFF to come find out how many foreigners are working there at eNCA. I'm going to come look there.
This is why I don't allow you in studio with me. This is why I leave you in the bubble of Cape Town, because I don't want you here. I like Conrad. Chester, go away. Good luck with your show. Don't screw it up too badly for Conrad. I appreciate all your time this morning. Conrad
haircut, your Linden haircut.
My Linden haircut is fantastic. Leave the hair gel alone as well. You wish you had hair. Chester missing. Your microphone's off. I can't hear you. Keep talking. It's the most intelligent thing you've said all day.